Second across the line. What a run. What a great day for the young man. Justin Ben Hoffman, what a battle out there. Justin came in 350.48. Ben Hoffman 351.01. Just here seconds apart. One race for these two gentlemen here at Ironman 70.3 Boulder. The 20th running.
That's here. Boulder, Colorado. 2 weeks after Ironman Lake Placid. You might be thinking, oh, Justin, you need to hear what happened in Lake Placid. But we actually have two things to talk about today. We got Lake Placid, we got Boulder 70.3. Let's start at the beginning. Ironman Lake Placid. Wow, that was an interesting day, an interesting performance. Yeah, it was live coverage. I've spoken about it a little bit on social media, and yeah, definitely, I guess the summary is that it was probably, in hindsight, probably the most important race of my career. I led the race for 95%. Got to mile 22 of the run with a 6-minute lead, and I got past and ended up coming fourth. So that was obviously not what I was after, but at the end of the day, my mission here is to just find what my limits are, find what I'm capable of, and I can sleep well at night knowing that even though I didn't get my outcome goals achieved that day, I did really get the most out of my body. And so the main reason why I fell apart, we're diagnosing what that is right now, but the main thing is just complete quadricep failure. And to the point where it was, I was having excruciating quadricep pain every time I put my foot on the ground, and so that's what kind of halted me for the last 4 miles. But I have some good leads on what that might be, and we're fixing that up now, and gonna hopefully use that for my next race, my next full distance race. But came back from Placid, and I wasn't planning on doing any racing. I didn't really know what I was gonna do with my life. I was equal parts stoked, equal parts very sad and disappointed in myself and disappointed in my body that it let me down. And so, yeah, made some adjustments and spoke to my coaches and tried to think about what I'm going to do next. And next thing you know, 5 days out from Boulder 70.3, and I'm sitting here with my name on the start list, and I just can't help myself. I like it too much. I have too much fun doing these triathlons, so that's really what it came down to, in terms of racing or not. So I just decided to roll the dice, and I said, you know what, no expectations today. Again, my main mission is to go out here and find my limit at the 70.3 distance. I've been feeling really good with my second at Eagleman, my first in Oregon. Let's just give it a crack. So proceeded from there to feel absolutely terrible all of race week. My coach Julie sent me a text the day before that said, surprise yourself. And so that was kind of my mantra for the day, was just surprise yourself, surprise yourself. So I had expectations at the floor, and then anything above that was a win. So I just felt like I was getting a little bit of positive momentum throughout the swim. Came out with a 70 seconds down on Matt Sharp and Marty Andre. Got to work on the bike immediately, and I actually felt amazing early in the bike. So I bridged a 70-second gap pretty much by myself in the first 10 miles, and that's some of the best riding I've done in a 70.3 ever. Got to the front of the race, was feeling really good. My mindset this whole season, since the World Champs, which was a failure in its own right, has been attack to win. Yeah, strategy of attack to win, get to the front of the race on the bike, and then from there it got a little bit bunched up. We had Hoff and Matt Sharp and Marty Andre, and I just was trying my best to get those guys away, but yeah, didn't have any legs after those early efforts. I felt pretty good still, and got a little separation there at the end, and came into the run. Yeah, made my way to the front of the race by mile 2 or 3, and I recalled very quickly that I had done an Ironman 13 days ago, and the legs were feeling really, really bad on the first loop. Considered pulling out that first loop, but again, I do this for fun, and it's my job, but it's also my hobby, and finishing triathlons is important to me. And so, yeah, just stuck with it, kept my head in the game, and yeah, was running in third for most of it, and I had gotten passed at mile 11 by Ben Hoffman, and I had battled with Hoff for 11 miles at this race in 2017, and he beat me that day. So here I am running along, I get passed by Hoff. At this point, it's Matt Sharp in front, Marty Andre. Hoff passes me. I'm in fourth. I'm feeling terrible. My legs are like totally shot, gone. I can tell I'm just like muscling my way through. Every fiber of my body is just like trying to will myself to this finish line, 2 miles to go. And yeah, Hoff passes Marty. I see Marty coming back. I say, gotta get to that podium. I get past Marty, and that surge of getting onto that podium, that little adrenaline rush was enough for me to look at Hoff and say, not again, Hoff. Blew past him at mile 12, and he hung with me for a while, and I just put my head down and started sprinting as much as I could, which wasn't much of a sprint at that point, but it was absolutely everything that I had. On a really, really tough day in Boulder, this was probably some of the slowest runs that we've ever had here, whether it was like the conditions or something with the atmospheric pressure or whatever, but everyone's heart rate was through the roof, and it was just super, super tough. Yeah, it felt like a bit of an iron war to finish it out, but yeah, really pumped to come away with second. I was 51 seconds down from Matt, so obviously would have liked to win, had a little bit more legs to kind of challenge for the win, but I'm really, really happy with that, just considering it was my third race in 6 weeks. A win at Oregon, fourth at Placid with a lot of really positive things from that race, and now second at Boulder. You know what? I feel like the season's trending in the right direction. I had a really good midsummer, so looking to hopefully fix my issues from Placid, and again, I'm really, really close to that full distance. So next race is going to be Ironman Wisconsin. That's 5 weeks from today, and so yeah, I'm going to use this race as a springboard, get back into some good training, and hopefully be ready to rock and roll in Madison in a couple weeks. So appreciate the support, everyone. Amazing encore support, amazing support over social media. I love you guys, and see you in Wisconsin. Peace.